Namaskaram. Hi, I'm again going to tell you all another folklore. If you are able to see me, please give thumbs up. I'll wait. Hi. Today, Siddharth was telling about Namaskaram, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's yoga. We say when you say Namaste. And today I'm going to tell about something related to food before we start. If you are able to hear me, I'll just show you this. Yes, you can see this. These are called betel nuts. These betel nut and the betel leaf. Today my story, my folklore is on these two. So this is a very big tradition in Tamil Nadu and even in other parts of India, that we use this betel leaf and nut after a meal. And why do we do that? I'm going to tell you at last. Let us keep it in the last, because that is actually like a dessert, like we take it at the end of a meal. So let us put it at the end. Let me start this story with a beautiful scene for you from a village. This village has wonderful water source and a lot of animals, birds, and wonderful people. They were not having any grievances, they were not having any prejudices about anybody. They were so free of mind. These people were really kind hearted. This happened a long time ago, when we don't have mobile phones, technology. So they were all really happy maybe. At that time, there was an old man, a grandfather. He and his wife stayed in a house. Not only he had a beautiful house, he had 4 cows, 3 goats and 2 hens with him. He was really frustrated about not the 4 goats, not the 4 cows, not the 3 goats or 2 hens, but the grandma. So we call grandma in Tamil as Patti. When you say Patti in when you say the old people in Tamil Nadu and in most of the places, they have this grinding machine. What this Patti was doing all the time. Toku, toku, ara, ara, mochuku, mochuku, kora, kora, usu, usu. So toku, toku, ara, ara, mochuku, mochuku, kora, kora, usu, usu. So this is what she has been doing, and that's a big trouble for the grandfather. And in the villages, they have the evening spot where people sit around and talk to. He went there having a big problem, like complaining, grumbling about his wife doing this toku, toku, ara, ara, mochuku, mochuku, kora, kora, usu, usu. He was telling every villager about it, and he said, I need a solution for this. My ears. So now, the villagers said, see, you got a solution, There's somebody who's coming tomorrow to the village newly, and I heard he's one of the wisest man. He is a teacher for the new school there. So he is coming to join tomorrow. Why don't you go and meet him? So the grandfather was very happy. Finally he had somebody to talk and get a solution to this problem. So the next morning he got ready. I have to go and meet this teacher. They say he's the wisest man in the village. So let me go. So he took all the stall and everything. He got ready nicely. He started with full energy to the school. He went quickly to the school and said, teacher, see, I am coming. I've been staying in this village for a very long time. And you know what? I want a solution for a big problem I have. The problem is, my My house has 4 cows. I have 3 goats and 2 hens. So, he said, no, that's not a problem at all for me. The problem is the grandma in my house. She keeps doing this, Tuku, tuku, ara, ara, mochak, mochak, kora, kora, usu, usu. Oh my god, I couldn't bear her. Okay. See, I am the wisest man in the village. So you don't have to worry, I'll give you solution. He said that. And he said, okay, tonight you do one thing. Among the 4 cows, just the 3 cows, you keep them in your bedroom where you sleep, The grandfather was thinking for a minute. Then he thought, okay, maybe he's the wisest man. Okay, I should listen to him. Okay, teacher, okay, let me do that. And he went fast to his house. When it was evening, he brought the cows, all the 3 cows, inside the house and tied them in the bedroom. At that night, he went to sleep after his dinner. The sound started like this. Toku, toku, ara, ara, mochku, mochku, kora, kora, us, us. Ma, ma, ma. Oh, he coughed and he woke up. He couldn't sleep the whole night. He was desperate with all the sounds. He couldn't sleep. He woke up. In the morning early, he again got ready and went to the school. Teacher, what's the problem now? He asked. See, I came with a problem. Ma, oh my god. So, now the wisest man said, okay, don't worry. See, I am the wisest man in the village and I can give you any solution, Fine, you had something else with you, right? What was it? I have 3 goats and 2 hens. Okay, I understand. You just bring 2 of your goats and just tie them in your kitchen today as well. Along with the cows? Yes. Okay, so he went back, bought the same speed as he came, but thinking twice. And that night, he brought the 2 goats as well, tied them in the kitchen. Now he slept. The first sound he heard was, yes, toku, toku, ara, ara, mochku, mochku, kora, kora, us, us. And ma, Now he couldn't sleep even the half. What he did is, he slept this side, he slept that side, he walked, he slept, he drank water. Nothing happened. With a sleepless night, a early morning wake up he had, and he walked with dressing up again very quickly to the teacher. Teacher, even before he enters the school. Now I have a bigger problem. What now? Toku, toku, ara, ara, mochku, mochku, kora, kora, usu, usu. Ma, I have this much problem, now. Okay. See, you told you have something else, no? Teacher, you said something you have more. You had some other animal. Yes. I have 2 hens. Okay, see, I am the wisest man in the village. Just listen to me, your problem will be solved. You have to take the 2 hens and tie them in the place where you get guests. Maybe in the living room. Are you sure, teacher? Yes, I'm very pretty sure, he said. The grandfather had the most slowest walk in his life back home, thinking so hard. And he had his dinner, and then he brought the 2 hens kept them inside the living room. He went to sleep. Toku, toku, ara, ara, mochuku, mochuku, kora, kora, usu, usu. Ma, 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 ma. What? The sounds were like big problem, and he just woke up. He couldn't sleep even a bit for the whole night. Between the night, maybe around 3 a.m. he started. Usually in village they don't even wake up at 3. He woke up at 3 a.m. with nobody in the road. He started to walk quickly, and then he tapped the teacher's house door. The teacher came out. Grandfather, what happened? Why are you in this night? Why are you here at this time? Now my problem is toku toku ara ara mochiku mochiku kora kora usu usu ma 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 ko 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 ko. Okay. I couldn't sleep, Okay. See, I am the wisest man in the village. I know. But give me a solution, please. Now the teacher said, okay, I understand. You can take the hens, goats and the cows and tie them back in the farm. Now he ran as fast as he could to his house. First took the hens out, then the goats out, then again the cows also. He took all to the farm back. He came back, he sat. What he heard was toku toku ara ara mochuku mochuku kora kora us us. And at that time he brought another fresh betel leaf and the nuts, betel nuts, gave it to the grandma, said, hey, my dear, take it, have more and more, enjoy yourself. So this is how the grandfather and the grandmother lived happily ever then. When you see the story of this, the betel leaf comes in all the meals of India after we have the food. Our food is a beautiful tradition. But before going to the food, in the story, what we all learn is we keep grumbling about small things in life. Even very, very small things. When something goes wrong, we start speaking it. We start making it bigger in size. And it becomes like a mountain, a huge mountain. So let us not keep grumbling about the most smallest things that happen to us. Maybe we will get cows, goats or hens beyond that, like how the grandfather got. So dear ones, my little ones, never hesitate to your parents or the elders to do anything. Just be happy with what you have. And coming to this betel leaf again, when you say a meal in India always ends with a betel leaf and a nut, and it's essential that it is given at least one day in a week or two for children as well. It is very good tradition of India. Nowadays we are using Digene for removing gas. I don't think when you use this you need that. This is the most helpful medicine for digestion. Our food, especially the South Indian meals, when you see, we put rice and we put dal and we put a ghee. One of the nice science person told me this. You want to see a food pyramid, it is there in your meal, he said. The rice is a carbohydrate and dal is protein, ghee is fat, and the vegetable curry or the vegetable side dish that you eat is vitamins. So your food pyramid happens in your meal, he said. I am telling you to add one when you have this also for your good digestion when you have a full meals.
That is a thali. So thank you all. Again, I'm going to thank everybody of this week because I represent Kadabhumi. I represent all the storytellers on this week. Thank you, listeners, for making us joyful to tell you stories. And I thank all the storytellers of the week, starting from Pramila Nicholas, Santosh, and then Santosh Kalyanaraman, and then followed by Vidya Rakesh, and then followed by Lalita, Lalita Purnima, and we had Richa Sinha, and lovely our guru, whom we can never thank, but we can only show Nasaram to her, Geeta Ramanujam ma'am. So, and today's session with Siddharth was a lovely session. So thank you all the people who have represented all these days, telling wonderful stories. And Kadabhumi will not stop here. We will be continuing our storytelling shortly. Tomorrow, you will be seeing a thank you, gratefulness to all these storytellers, and followed by the glimpses of the storytelling of this week. Later on, we will be having a lot to come more in a different themes and with more colorful storytellers from various parts of the country. Namaskar.